earliest memory would be my mum told me we used to do like long drives from like Emerald, where I grew up early, like kindergarten, preschool years, to the sunny coast or to Rockhampton or Mackay. Those long drives that I'd make like sounds with my mouth and like little like rhythms or beats. So I think that might have been some sort of foreshadowing to what I do now. My earliest electronic influences was this guy Boys Noise, who's a German techno producer and record label director. Got myself a copy of Ableton Live, and I played around with that, and I guess I just made whatever for fun, and that was the original Jbox idea. Was everything was just made for fun. Between 2014 to current, I started doing a lot of gigs from an early age, from the age of 15, 16, and everyone was like, yeah, he's so like 18 or 19. And Mum would have to come with me, and all the guys that we've met there absolutely love her. I opened up my phone, I got this notification, it was like Twitter, and it said like Triple J plays, and it said like at Jbox Rush, and Rush was played on Triple J at like 6:30, like pretty prime time on Good Nights with Linda Mariano. I was just like, holy sh! I guess after that point I was like, yeah, I wanna give this a crack and put my life towards this. So that was one of the biggest parts of starting Jbox. One of my biggest parts about me is versatility and not having a strict direction and where I want to take the artistic approach to. I'm a guy who loves nearly all types of music. I want to make a sound that it makes you feel like it's from a specific place. You can tell it's from, like, you can tell I'm Australian, it's from the Sunshine Coast background and the whole thing of this southern Great Barrier Reef, Keppel Islands, one of the places that I love to visit. Another part of the theme that I built around the Jbox aesthetic was the idea of having like a fun, like a road trip in the summertime with your friends, and I guess that was my second big single, Horizon, and that was the main basis around that. It's a 5-minute 30 track, and it's this big long journey. Down to Brisbane, I've become more independent, for sure, and I've met a lot of people who are really, really supportive and some of the most like beneficial people to my life. At this stage, one of my main goals for the Jbox project is to, one, become more professional and confident in myself that I am a professional in the industry. I'm an aspiring engineer, and I think that's one of the most important things. As soon as I moved down here, I've nearly been out into the clubs, experiencing and seeing live shows nearly every weekend. I've met so many industry people down here, and the people who I met originally in the Sunshine Coast has moved down here and have become a part of that as well. So I wasn't going down here completely blind. I think one of the main things that I've achieved this year that I think will be one of the most important parts of my music career is doing my first live set. I didn't really consider myself as a proper musician before then. I was sort of like, I'm just this music nerd using a software on the computer and DJing occasionally. All I really did was play 45 minutes of keys, and I just freestyled and played all my melodies from my songs, and I had a launch pad with all the beats and the rhythm parts playing on separate channels, and then I just played the melody over the top. You really get a sense of self-expression, and playing in front of people and stopping and saying like thank you and people cheering, and that it was never something that I got to experience myself before then, and then I was just like, this is a really cool experience. I need to really focus on sound design and making sure that my songs are up to that technical side, because it's such a cutthroat industry. As much as I love the whole fun aspect, I think taking it seriously at the same time and treating it as a business is an absolutely essential part of the music industry, because if you want it to be an income, you have to make it your life, sort of thing. That's one of the things about electronic music, is it's so you can't predict where it's heading, but what's happening in the immediate now and the immediate future is really exciting. I think is a great time to be alive.